Hey everyone, this is Andrew Kissin, Senior Marketing Manager with Zahn Dental. We're here with Sean Hahn, founder and CEO of Masters Arch in Arizona. Sean, it's what we just said is I think week 9 of quarantine. How have you been surviving throughout all of this?
It's been really good, and it's been somewhat bad too. But overall, I want to say it's been good. As far as business, it is tough time for everyone. It is a very strange time for everyone. As far as personal life, it's been amazing. Let me tell you that. So with the family, kids, it's just been amazing.
On the business side, a dental lab, a boutique lab that specializes in full arches, full mouth rehabilitation. What's been the casework of cases that you've had in the lab? Have you been staying busy? What has that been like?
So the work has been basically, as we're specialized in full arch, right? So I personally travel out to clinics, surgeon's office, and do denture conversions and be involved with the surgeries. So that has been completely stopped since third week of March. Um, but I've had cases where my type of cases have like duration of months, right? So after the implant is done, we have 3 months, minimum 3 months of healing period of time. So, during that time, I do all these extra steps to prepare for patients to coming back and do restorative portion. So all of those work has been already there. So I've been slowly working on it, and you know because of a quarantine, we my employee has not been coming to work since third week, right? So I've been slowly just tackling it one by one, basically. As far as new cases, it's been slow. It's been very slow. I did like one or two cases where they were extreme makeover, and between the dentists, they wanted to do their own, right? Their friends, and I've been doing some of those like makeover cases.
So
That's about it.
besides the slowdown in actual casework, how have you been communicating with your practices? What has it been like from staying in touch and reaching out and just keeping the relationship existing?
So, well, my relation with my clientele, we're like work best friends, right? We're like work best buddies. So I mean, almost every day except Sunday, I talk to each one of them. At least either they call me or I call them. It is a strange time, and we still have to talk about dental somehow, somewhere, right? So we basically call each other, FaceTime each other, and see what's going on, and talk about maybe possible like publication cases or what we want to do, or even just talk about the kids. We talk to each other all the time. So actually, through this time, I found out more on the personal side of my friends. We until this time we were somewhat limited to talk about only in dentistry, right? And I'm not only saying this only in the customer and a lab perspective. We've been talking a lot more to my lab industry friends too. I just got a phone from with a staff tooth master from South Carolina. We're just talking like how crazy things are, and also at the same time how this could be very exciting for many of us who's looking at the new stuff, right? Looking at the new opportunities. So things like that.
I think building the relationships with your accounts in this time is important, and it just reinforces how unique of an industry we're in, and that we're all kind of in this together. Your practices are more successful. Ideally, it means you'll be more successful, and it all kind of plays in together. Have any of them mentioned what they're expecting from, the new dental laboratory or maybe protocols or procedures that you might need to look at implementing? Have there been any conversations on, how after COVID-19 that there might be just a change in workflow or just processes that you and your dental lab team take in the lab?
Well, well, I think one thing is certain where right after reopening, we're gonna be very busy for a month or two, and I do feel we're gonna face a little bit of slowdown compared to the regular other years, because work needs to be done, right? So after work it's reopened, we're gonna have at the least like month or two super busy time, right? And I don't want people to feel like, oh yeah, we're back and everything same old again. I don't think it's gonna be same, to be honest with you. But however, people are. I think there are gonna be like a lot of the customer and the labs relation. A lot of things are gonna be shifting around during that time, and whoever prepared this time well organized, just same as like rush time for the Christmas time, during Christmas time, right, where we get really busy. Whoever handles those rush time well are gonna win bigger piece of a pie, I think, in my prediction.
It's unfortunate, but to say it maybe like this, but there will be opportunities. There will be opportunities for dental labs, dental technicians to really turn this and better their business. And it's an opportunity to learn new skills, maybe to get into digital technology, maybe to start milling or printing in-house. So it just seems like there's that. Sure, it's the dread and we're in the negative side of it now, but on the flip side of this, there really could be that time to take some of this time that you're learning a new skill now and implement it.
Absolutely, and and I just learned this, and I've been trying to implement on my business as well. I've been doing a lot of YouTubing, and I follow this lady from South Korea, and she basically reads the book for you. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't read the entire book for you, but she talks about good stories, right? And she was talking about this book called On Contact, right? So there's gonna be three new key words in your business, whichever business you are after pandemic. It's gonna be, first word would be on contact, and just hear me out if you're gonna like it or not. Second one would be safety, and third one is digital. So whichever business item that you could fulfill digital, safety, on contact, right, without direct contact, it's gonna win. So, I've been trying to think, and actually there's actually existing book right after this crazy COVID-19 pandemic situation. There was a book that released, and she said it's really good, and I'm trying my resource to try to buy it, right? But anyways, I think that really makes sense, right? The three area if we could fulfill, and we could market about it. Let's say, I could easily think like, oh, my package to you has been so and so forth. It's been cleaned. It's safety. Let's say in digital world, I could probably to involve more and maybe do more design service, or more involvement. And whether we like it or not, our industry, I mean, whole world has been already ready with this digital age, where already we'd be able to do webinar. We could have done this before. We didn't have to meet in Chicago. We could have done all these meetings, and the world has been already ready, right? So the tools are there, and I think whoever could implement all these tools with a clear message will give more assurance and safety feeling to our consumers, and even help our clientele to let their consumers know, right, which is our patients, right? So, I was thinking like many things, just going a little.
No, I mean, I think you're absolutely right. It's not just trying to assure the dental practice of all the protocols and opportunities that you and the laboratory bring, but how do you how do you assure the patient and really bring that customer or prospect back into the dental practice and make them feel safe and knowing that that the dental work is safe. And that's where the dental laboratory plays a huge role and could really play a more important role moving forward.
And to be honest with you, like with that mindset, I honestly think it could naturally save more work that's been going offshore coming back here in America. Because people will always think that it's a safety factor, right? So
It'll be an interesting time when more and more states start opening and people start getting back to work of what the message is and how the consumers are receiving it. That's for
yep.
sure.
Yep.
Any words of advice or messaging to your fellow dental technicians or the rest of the industry out there from you?
Clear communication is the key, right? Let's say clear communication and letting your customer know that what this meant in the package, what we'll do next steps, what we need from next step. All of that, just organize it, write in a piece of paper, and have a quick FaceTime meeting or Zoom meeting. That's what we call webinar, right? So utilize this time to really organize yourself and get ready and hear them out, what they're going to do after pandemic time. Communicate with them, communicate with them and also ask them about their family, right? So this is a great time to we call it education, but you could communicate a lot more through the digital meeting, web meeting. Second of all, internally, I would strongly recommend to you, and I'm also saying that to myself too, where be organized. Being organized is the key. So I think this is the right time. What I'm going to do is I'm going to work on my lab softwares, management softwares, and I'm going to customize all my protocols, each steps, and price by price, date by date, so that I know every work, every dollar where they're going. So this is also time outward, educate and communicate with your clientele. So you're ready for this crazy rush time and both ready and you guys are being more efficient. And internally, work on your efficiencies, right? It could be on your softwares of your management softwares for the big labs, or it could be even your working area where, things are not going here, there, and here. Things are going this way, right? So organize yourself. And I think this is the best time and this is a reset time. So those of who are trying to build your business even higher, this is the time, this is a chance.
Sean, thank you so much for your time. Look forward to talking to you in the future. I hope you and your family stay safe throughout all of this.
Thank you.